Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Friday, March 18th, a new $5,000 grant program that's due in a few days. I'm going to talk about who's eligible, how to apply, and what you should know about this. It's another great grant program presented by American Express, so there's some good funding behind this. It's not for everyone though, so I'll talk about who can apply and how to do it. Plus, there's some other good economic news to end the week. Stocks finished with the strongest gains since 2020. I'll give a quick recap there. Before you go, enjoy your weekend. Thanks as always for tuning in. We so appreciate the support. If you're new, consider subscribing and turning on alerts so you never miss out on new grant opportunities. We have a team dedicated to finding any grants that we think are worthwhile. And if you appreciate the research our team does, give this video a like. It really helps us be seen by more new folks on YouTube. Let's dive right in. By the way, for those of you who've been watching me do near daily videos for a couple years, big news, this is the last day I'll be recording a video with my plants and mirror behind me. I mentioned that I'm moving from California. I'll give some updates from the road. If you have any guesses on where I'm headed, drop them in the comments. I'm gonna get to the $5,000 grants. But first, we just put up this post, the best self-employed tax deductions and credits for 2022. Tax credits you can claim for 2022, and a few other important tips. If you're curious, you can go learn more, helloskip.com/blog. And here is the EIDL funding countdown. We heard from the SBA this morning. One of our sources there told us what the latest funding was. We've recalibrated our countdown. The good news is we added about $1 billion back into this countdown timer. So there's a little more funding left. If you're serious about EIDL funding or SBA funding in general, or growing your small business, go to helloskip.com/join. We have some premium and VIP spots available for next week. Better yet, use the link at the top of the description. You will skip the queue, helloskip.com/join. Okay, the 5K grant. American Express has partnered with Main Street America on a $1.65 million year-round program called Inclusive Backing. This program builds on American Express' ongoing Backing Small initiative to provide economically vulnerable small businesses with financial support and other resources to address their critical needs and challenges. So how many grants are going to go out? More than 250 of them, each of $5,000. They'll be awarded in 4 cycles over 12 months. We are currently in the 3rd cycle with a couple days left. These will go to small businesses located in older or historic commercial districts across the country, with priority given to businesses that have been disproportionately impacted by the pandemic, and preference given to businesses owned by underrepresented groups. Now here's the piece on the 3rd cycle that we're in. The 3rd grant cycle will provide grants to businesses owned by women, non-binary people, and veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. But let me show you how the application works. I'm going to link to this below, by the way. You can learn more. This cycle ends on March 24th, so it's due next week. Businesses must have a brick and mortar location and operate in an older or historic Main Street, downtown, or commercial district in the U.S. I'll get down to more details there. What types of grant expenses are eligible, physical improvements to the business space, equipment to comply with public health and safety guidelines, fees associated with expanding the business to e-commerce sales, other professional services such as business plan modifications. For example, you could use it to get help from our team. Also, rent, payroll, and other operating expenses. What type of businesses are eligible? Here we go. In this cycle, the businesses must be at least 51% owned, operated, and controlled by women, non-binary people, and or veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. The business must be an entity in good standing in the state in which it was formed. The applicant's business has a brick and mortar. The applicant business employs 20 or fewer full-time employees, including the owner. The applicant's business has been in operation since January 1st, 2021, and the applicant is 18 or older. Here's how to apply. It takes around 15 to 20 minutes. As you work through the form, it will auto-save. Before you submit, double check everything. They cannot accept changes to your application once it has been submitted. Finalists considered for an award may be contacted by Main Street America for additional information, including financial statements, before being selected as a recipient. So here's how applications will be judged. Number 1, feasibility of the proposal. Number 2, the extent to which a grant will help address an acute business need or help a business owner implement innovative solutions to address COVID-19 related challenges. Number 3, opportunity for other businesses to learn from your work and what you've done. Number 4, how the inclusive backing grant will help improve the viability of your business. And number 5, the business's commitment to giving back to your community. So here's the timeline. The application's opened on March 10th. They close next week, March 24th, 11:59 p.m. Central Time. All applicants will be notified via email in June 2022. If you want a $1,000 grant, you don't want to wait until June. We give out $1,000 grants, several of them every single month. It's free to enter, very easy to apply. helloskip.com/1K. It's yet another reason to subscribe to this channel, because we do YouTube lives where we pick winners directly. We get people those $1,000 grants in about a week, which reminds me, if you want to hear inspirational stories about businesses that have been started with just $1,000, we are doing these stories on our TikTok. Robert from our team researches these every single week. Last week, he talked about Spanx. We had 24,000 viewers of this amazing story, how Spanx was started with $1,000. Same with Dell. We just posted a video today. We are on TikTok, hello.skip. In case you're wondering what $1,000 gets you, these are really incredible stories. Anyway, back to the application. So here's the application, Inclusive Backing Grant Program. It'll save automatically. Again, double check your work before submitting. Are you the owner of the business? Are you 18 or older? Are you in a historic Main Street, downtown, or commercial district? And you can see the questions add as you confirm your eligibility. So if you're wondering, hey, am I eligible or not? Well, you can just go through the form and see if you pass through everything. Okay, now it confirms your business meets the minimum eligibility requirements. So those are some of the first hurdles. Now you need to put in your information, your business information, ownership breakdown, address, what type of business you are. You need to put in your certificate of good standing or an active business license, your business website, your social media links, a photo of your business's storefront. Does your small business accept American Express? Is your business connected with your local Main Street organization? Then we get into the questions, which is the meat of the application. Please provide an overview of your small business. For example, what services or products does your business offer? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What made you want to be a small business owner? How did you get started? When did you formally start your business? Please provide month and year. How many full and part-time employees do you have? If you're selected, how would you use the money to recover from COVID-19 related hardships? Describe the role your business plays in your community. How does your business give back or engage with the community? And then the financial information, namely, how would you use the $5,000? And then there's additional information. Is there anything else you would like the reviewers to know about your business? And you can also upload any additional documents you feel might further your application. Again, remember the criteria that I mentioned at the beginning, which was they want to make sure you're eligible. They want to see that you're a part of the community, that what you're doing to grow your business, expand your business, pivot to some online stuff, etc., can be a model that is inspiring for others. Part of this goal is a lot of marketing, right? They want to have businesses' stories. Here's how we help this business. Here's their struggle, and then use that to inspire others. And of course, they want you to take American Express, since American Express is putting in the money for this program. So keep those things in mind when you draft these answers. I always recommend taking these questions, putting them on a Google Doc or somewhere else. That way you can type out the answers, keep them succinct. You'll notice they have limits here on how many words you can do for the answers. Share them with at least a couple other people to get their feedback. By the way, our team can help you with this. If you think you're eligible and you want help filling this out, I highly recommend going to helloskip.com/join to book a time to talk with someone on our team. We can help you go through this and craft some of these questions. If you do that, choose the VIP option. There's a few other final questions. Again, they want to share grant recipient stories. They want to see if you're interested in future surveys, focus group, or interviews, and they want to see if you will join their email list. So at the very least, Amex now has you on their email list. So it's a decision for you. A lot of this is, hey, you're giving Amex a lot of interesting data and some stories to pull from. You know, these grants are a drop in the bucket for Amex. They're using this as marketing, but the good news is many of you can benefit. And just like our TikToks have shown here, $5,000 can go a long way, $1,000 can go a long way. If you apply for this, are you eligible for this? Are you thinking about applying for this? Would love to hear in the comments. And by the way, we announced this to some of our Skip Plus users earlier last week. If you want to find out about these grants first and get tips before anyone else, especially some grants that we will only share with some of our members. When you go to the join link on Skip, join Skip Plus. If you just care about grants and maximizing your grant opportunities over the next year, join us on Skip Plus, because we go much more in depth here than I just did in this quick video. And we've helped a lot of people get some of these grants. Before you go enjoy the weekend, stocks finished the week with the strongest gains since 2020. NASDAQ gains more than 8% over the past 5 days. A lot of that's coming out of the Fed report earlier this week. The Fed raised interest rates for the first time in a while, so there's not this uncertainty now. The Fed did this to curb inflation. Yes, it affects interest rates, mortgage rates, other borrowing rates, but stocks have responded positively to it. I'll keep you posted there. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, subscribing, turning on alerts, and liking this video. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.